As we step into the month of November, we're entering a powerful season of awareness, intention, and healing as we acknowledge Naprapathic Medicine Month and Diabetes Awareness Month. This month, we're going to explore a theme that affects so many people, pain and flow. Today, we're beginning a conversation that will help you understand what your body is trying to tell you, why pain shows up, and how restoring flow can change your health from the inside out. Before we go any further, I need to share this. This program is for educational and inspirational purposes only. It's not a substitute for medical care or professional treatment. Please consult your healthcare provider for your personal health needs. Now, if you've been living with pain, whether it's physical pain in your back, neck, shoulders, joint, emotional pain sitting in your heart, or even the kind of heaviness that slows you down and steals your energy, I want you to know something. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is a messenger. It is your body's way of saying something needs attention, something needs to flow again. Today we're going to talk about the connection between pain and flow, and how listening to your body is one of the most powerful decisions you can make for your healing. Here on Whole Soul Healing, we don't treat the body as a separate from the mind or the spirit. We believe healing happens on all three parts of you. Your body, your mind, and your soul comes into alignment. And pain is often the signal that alignment has been disrupted. So today, I want to invite you to stay with me, stay open, and allow your body, your mind, and your soul to hear something new. Because when you begin to listen with your body, you begin to reclaim your power to heal. Now, for those of you joining us for the first time, I want to share a little bit about who I am and why this work means so much to me. As mentioned earlier, I'm Dr. Sue, Doctor of Naprapathic Medicine, licensed clinical social worker, board-certified coach, certified clinician of whole food nutrition, and pain and wellness specialist. My training and my calling has allowed me to sit with thousands of individuals over the years in the clinic, in counseling sessions, in hospitals, in community space, and in my practice at Well With My Soul Holistic Health Center. What I've discovered early in my career is that people were coming to me for pain relief, back pain, neck pain, headaches, stress, emotional wounds, tensions that wouldn't go away. But they truly needed what was called, or what is called, whole soul healing. And that meant we could just look at the body, or we couldn't just look at emotions or the spirit in isolation. We had to look at the whole person. I learned something that shaped everything I do today. Pain shows up when flow is blocked. Sometimes that flow is physical, like restricted fascia, poor circulation, tight muscles, or nerve compression. Sometimes that flow is emotional, unprocessed grief, stress, trauma, or carrying responsibilities were never meant to hold. And sometimes that flow is spiritual, disconnection from peace, purpose, or God. That understanding is what led me to create Whole Soul Healing, because true healing isn't just about relief, it's about restoration. It's about learning to listen to the body, honor its signals, and give it what it needs to heal and flow again. And that's why I show up here on this show, in my practice, and in the community, because I believe you deserve more than temporary relief. You deserve real healing. Now, as we move into today's conversation, I want to invite you not to just listen, but to participate in your own healing as we journey together this month. This show is not about me speaking at you. It's about us walking through healing one step at a time, side by side. So as you hear something today that speaks to you, resonates with you, or even challenges you a little, I want you to hold on to that, write it down, reflect on it. Let's work on you. And if any point during this month you have questions, a thought, or a testimony about your own healing journey, I would love to hear from you. You can connect by calling here at the radio station at 773-752-9249. You don't have to share it on air, but you can simply reach out and we'll make space for your healing, because healing doesn't meant to be something done alone. My heart is that this show becomes a place where you feel seen, supported, reminded that healing is possible for you, not just in your body, but in your whole being. So let's begin with the truth I want you to carry with you, not just today, but in the rest of the month. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is a messenger. Somewhere along the way, many of us were taught to treat pain like a nuisance, an inconvenience, or a problem to silence. We were trained to push through it, ignore it, numb it, or just deal with it. But here's the truth. Pain is the body's language. Pain speaks when something needs attention, alignment, or restoration. If your body could talk to you in full sentences, here's what pain would say. Something is stuck. Something is inflamed. Something is out of balance. Something needs care. Pain is the highlighter, not the problem. It's an indicator and not identity. And here's the part most people never learn. Pain shows up where flow has been disrupted. Flow of what? Flow of blood, oxygen, lymph, fascia movement, energy, emotions, and even thought patterns. Where flow is reduced, slowed, or blocked, pain eventually appears. When there's flow in the body, you experience energy, mobility, peace, clarity, strength, and healing. And when that flow is disrupted, you feel pain, fatigue, stiffness, heaviness, or tension. So today, instead of asking, how do I get rid of this pain? I want you to begin asking, what is this pain trying to show me, and where has my flow been blocked? Because when you shift that perspective, you move from fighting your body to partnering with your body, and that's where healing begins. Now that we reframe pain as a messenger, we need to talk about what it's pointing to, and that's flow. Flow happens on 3 levels: physical, emotional, and spiritual. Physical flow is the movement of blood, oxygen, lymphatic fluid, nerve signals, and mobility of your fascia and connective tissue. Your body is built to move, circulate, detoxify, and repair itself. But when we sit more than we move, breathe shallow, or carry stress, physical flow becomes restricted. When flow decreases, inflammation increases, and where inflammation increases, pain shows up. Emotional flow is the movement and release of your feelings. When you hold things in, swallow disappointment, push down grief, or carry tension from stress, those emotions don't appear. They settle in the body. Emotional stagnation can show up as irritability, anxiety, or exhaustion. When emotions don't move, the body doesn't either. And spiritual flow is the flow of peace, purpose, connection, and alignment with God. When you feel spiritually disconnected from God or from your sense of meaning, life feels heavier. A lack of spiritual flow often feels like heaviness, distance, or going through the motion. So when we talk about restoring flow, we're talking about restoring wholeness. We're talking about healing physically, emotionally, and spiritually, because they all work together. When flow is restored in the body, the mind's clear, the emotions soften, and the spirit awakens, and that's where transformation begins. Now, as we continue, I want to introduce a connection that many people have never been taught, but once they learn it, it changes everything. There's a strong relationship between pain, inflammation, stress, and blood sugar, and this is especially important during the month of November, which is both Naprapathic Month and National Diabetes Awareness Month. Most people think of diabetes only in terms of blood sugar and medication, but diabetes is not just blood sugar condition, it's also an inflammation and stress condition. When the body is under stress, physical, emotional, or spiritual, stress hormones rise, and these hormones can increase blood sugar levels. When your fascia tightens, circulation slows, and inflammation rises, inflammation contributes to insulin resistance. So if we look at the body through the lens of flow, it becomes clear. Where flow is blocked, inflammation builds. Where inflammation builds, pain increases. Where pain increases, stress rises. Where stress rises, blood sugar is affected. This means that caring for the body's flow is not just about pain release, it's also about supporting your metabolism, hormones, and long-term health. This is where naprapathic medicine becomes so valuable. Naprapathy focuses on connective tissue, the fascia, ligaments, tendons, and soft tissue. When that tissue becomes restricted, the body loses its natural flow. But when we release tension, restore alignment, and open the channels of movement and circulation, the body can function in the way in which it was designed to do. Now here's your healing tip for today. Take 3 listening pauses throughout your day to check with your body. At 3 different moments, morning, afternoon, and evening. Pause for 60 seconds and ask your body, what do you need right now? Listen without judgment. Respond with compassion. Your body may need a stretch, water, movement, breath, or even a moment of rest. Listening in these small moments keeps flow moving and prevents tension from building up into pain. As we close, reflect on this question. Where have I been ignoring the signals of my body, heart, or my spirit? And what does it look like to listen with compassion? Proverbs 4:7 says, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all things get an understanding. When we listen to your body, you are practicing wisdom. When you're honoring signals, you are gaining wisdom. Pain is not punishment, it's information. Fatigue is not failure, it's call for rest. Discomfort is a guidance towards alignment. Thank you so much for joining me on Whole Soul Healing. I pray something today opened a new door of awareness or offered a gentle reminder that your body is on your side. Healing starts when you listen. Flow begins when you honor what you hear. If you like support on your journey, you can connect with me at the radio station or with Well With My Soul Holistic Health Center or on the website at supportmywellness.com. We are here to support the whole you. Also share today's message with someone who needs it because healing grows when we pass it forward. Until next time, take care of your body, be gentle to your mind, and nourish your soul. And remember, I'm Dr. Sue, and I'm here for you.